George Karlaftis absolutely wrecked the Houston Texans in the fourth quarter of this divisional playoff game, and what I wanted to do was kind of break down, analyze his film, and kind of show you exactly how he was able to do it. Now, before we dive into this film, do me a big time favor, guys, and give me a prediction for the next game. Chiefs, Bills, should be a fun one. Who do you think comes out of that with the W? And with that being said, man, let's dive into George Karlaftis. This dude is a game wrecker on the opposite side of Chris Jones. Let's dive into the film. Alright, so what do we notice about this first play? It is 4th and 10. The Texans are really trying to get going, right? They do not want Steve Spagnuolo and this Chiefs defense to fully set up because they will dominate every single play. So they try to quick snap them. Now, what we notice is the offensive line is going to be in a full slide. So what does that mean exactly? From the left tackle over, they're going to slide the offensive line to the right. Now, whenever you have this specifically, there is going to be an unaccounted man on the man side, which is the opposite side, right, the slide. So how teams combat that is they say, all right, tight end and running back, you guys are going to pick up off that man side, even if it means double teaming George Karlaftis. Well, that's your first mistake. You are saying let's be in a full slide over to Chris Jones' side, but initiating a George Karlaftis one-on-one or maybe a two-on-one, but versus a tight end and a running back, that is just stupid. That is literally, why would you do that? Even if you're in a bootleg to the right, you don't do this. So they leave one-on-one. Look at this, right? We're going to blitz up the middle. Now the running back can't help. He cannot help with George Karlaftis now because now they're blitzing through that C gap. So look at George Karlaftis absolutely demoralize Dalton Schultz, get right by him, and then stops on a dime, gets the sack, changes game on 4th down. Unbelievable play here by George Karlaftis, and I do want to watch this from the other angle as well, just so we can get a better look at how he is able to, beat this tight end Dalton Schultz here to that man side or to that strong side with Dalton Schultz. But again, right, we're gonna send Jaden Hicks up that C gap, right? What does that do? Well, now the running back has to pick up on the man side. Now we get one-on-ones here, we get a one-on-one here. We absolutely love it. Let's go all day, every day. We'll take it, right? Then boom, goes right by him. I mean, easy, light work for George Karlaftis. Great sack. Let's go, man. All right, another big time play. So we're going to show a little bit of pressure here with 32, okay? That means everything, okay? So we showed it a couple times on this play. It's, what, a 12 or 11-point game, 23-12, 5 minutes to go. This game is not over yet, right? So the fact that we're showing pressure, it makes C.J. Stroud make a decision. He slides the offensive line to the left. They're going to be in what you call a 5-man scat protection, which means you're going to have a slide side and then you're going to have a man side. Now, usually, when you're playing a guy like Chris Jones and his caliber, you're going to slide, initiate a double team to him almost every single time. But since they felt pressure here, they're going to slide it to the left, leaving man-to-man to the right. Again, it's very, very bad decision because now we have George Karlaftis and Chris Jones one-on-one. They're going to a slight chip off the edge with the tight end in Dalton Schultz, but we're going to recognize that this is actually just man-to-man coverage. We get one-on-ones with two guys that we absolutely love here with the Chiefs. So again, weakest chip you're ever going to see out of a tight end. I mean, terrible. It is absolutely terrible, right? No effort whatsoever. And now we have these one-on-ones, right? If you told me coming into this game that we were going to have one-on-ones with Chris Jones and George Karlaftis off the edge, I would have told you, oh yeah, 12-sack game. They were going to do this all night, and, quite honestly, they had like an 8-sack game, right? But look at George Karlaftis demoralize the right tackle and finish the sack. I mean, beautiful stuff here. And even Chris Jones, he gets through. He's initiating pressure as well. This entire offensive line didn't know what to do because they were not put in the right position. If I'm being honest, I want a hard chip. I want this tight end to really block him for a solid second, right? I want this running back to go chip over here. Chip, that's all you need to do. If you want C.J. Stroud to have time in this pocket, you need to chip. And the one mistake they made, light chip, no chip, easy sack. George Karlaftis continuing to dominate in this game. Already 2 sacks, man. Unbelievable. Now again, I think we should go over and watch from the other angle just to see both sides of it. Let me move the camera angle over a little bit. But again, let me know in the comments down below, how do you think the Bills are going to combat this? Obviously, you have Dalton Kincaid, Dawson Knox at the tight ends. They do run a lot of 12 personnel. If you guys don't know personnel, we could probably break it down for you real quick. So obviously, All right, let's just do it real quick. So right now they're in 11 personnel, right? So you can have 11, you can have 12, you can have 21. That first number is going to represent their running backs in the backfield, 1. And the second number is always going to represent the amount of tight ends on the football field. So 11 personnel, the Bills like to run a lot of 12. So 1 running back, 2 tight end sets, chip off the edges with the tight ends, then break out into the route, giving Josh Allen, more time in the pocket. But again, why are we sliding away from Chris Jones? I don't get it. I really don't. I will never get it. Never. And usually, when the tight end is able to chip over here, you want your tackle to really be outside of it. You want him to get in front, right? You want him to really get into position. He doesn't, because he has to help on Chris Jones. Unbelievable, man. But yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button really quickly before we get back into the video, back into some more film. Hit the like button. Let's see if we can get over 250 likes in this video. But also, more importantly, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything. And we will be breaking down the Kansas City Chiefs throughout the entirety of not only the playoffs, but honestly, the offseason as well. Which means free agency, if you guys sign anyone, expect film breakdown. If you guys draft anyone, expect film breakdown. If you guys trade for anyone, film analysis all year. So make sure you guys join the family. Let's get back into some more film. All right, so do you guys remember on that first play what the offensive line was in, right? We had, second play was a 5-man scat protection, slide to the left, man-to-man to the right. The first play was a full slide to the left. And do we remember what they had to do to try to stop George Karlaftis? So again, whenever you're in this full slide, right, the man side is going to be the tight end and the running back. So after that first time watching it, do you think that they should do it again? Well, yeah, they do it again. So again, it's 3rd and 10. They're finally starting to get into the red area. Need some points on this drive. Has to be, something. Has to be something here, right? So again, we motion over the tight end. We get the running back off the left side now. And again, full slide to the left. Watch this right tackle, right? He does not care about George Karlaftis. He's going to slide. Now, at this point in time, I thought to myself, are you dumb? What are we doing? What is the goal here? Sure, you have a double team, Dalton Schultz and the running back on George Karlaftis. But George Karlaftis is not a bad player. Right? He's not someone you can just do this to. He's not a weak point. Not only does he explode off the edge, get right by Dalton Schultz, but now here comes the running back. Like, okay, I'm here to save the day. Boom, goes right through him. No resistance at all. Sure, the full slide side worked. It worked perfectly. But George Karlaftis absolutely killed this. Killed it. What are we thinking, Texans? You deserve to get sacked 3 times by George Karlaftis in just the 4th quarter. I mean, 3 plays, 3 sacks, all, in my opinion, bad decisions. Why are we not just in a 5-man scat, slide to the left, right, chip off the tight end, right? This is what you do. You're going to slide to the left, double team there, you got single team there, you put the tight end fully here for a second or two, chip and release, and then you get your tackle to the outside, getting there, and have your running back. Hey, do I need to help here? Do I need to help up the middle? Do I help on the side? Just pick and choose where you want to help. And then you have 3 wide receivers running routes. Tight end will eventually leak out. But no, they decided to go on a full slide, leave the running back and the tight end over here. And look it, we still have one-on-one with Chris Jones. You still have a one-on-one with Chris Jones. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. But maybe it does to you guys. Maybe it does to you guys. I mean, they were leaving one-on-ones everywhere with these guys, especially the really good ones. So shout out to George Karlaftis. Absolutely demoralized these boys in the 4th quarter. All right, with that being said, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Do me a big favor. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Join the family. It is free. Doesn't cost anything. And we will be covering the Chiefs throughout the entirety of the season, the offseason as well. Here's another good play I want to show you real quick. They're going to slide left, leave one-on-one right with George Karlaftis. Again, don't understand why he's going to push this right tackle back about 2, 3, 4 yards into the front side of the quarterback, forcing him to get outside the pocket, and then takes a really good pursuit angle, making sure he's not able to get up this right sideline for 10, 12 yards, but instead, George Karlaftis forces him out, maybe getting a yard or 2 there. Thought that was a great job by George Karlaftis, to be honest. And again, I think he just did a really good job in this game, and overall was an X factor, especially in this 4th quarter. So guys, join the family, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.